Good evening. Thank you for joining us. So, this evening, I'd like to discuss something that I think is quite close. It seems close. It's a topic I find very interesting, especially when it comes to teenagers. Us teenagers are our relentless thought technology. So, I'd like to discuss something, and that's phones. Not our phones. People use them every day, don't they? Yeah, they use them quite a lot. But we have, you know, all your banking apps and such, but without going too off the topic. So yeah, let's just say this. I'm a teenager and I don't have a phone, do I? No. Taylor doesn't have a phone. Have you? No. I have an Xbox. And that's it. I don't have anything else, no. Yeah, he literally has an Xbox which you go on a couple of hours a day. Doesn't let us go out too much. Taylor isn't your typical teenager. You don't go on Xbox all the time, and you don't even have a phone. So I'm trying to hold you up. I thought my name's trembling a bit. But yeah, that's the thing I want to try and make people understand. Kids these days are too addicted to technology. It's taken over their lives. It really is. And to a point where I see 8-year-olds with iPhones, an iPhone, and an 8-year-old. I thought I was tripping. And I don't take drugs, so, you can't really go there. But yeah, you makes you laugh, doesn't it? It does. I didn't get my first phone. Can't remember what the phone was, but I know I didn't get my first phone until late teens. And I don't mean like I could have been probably. I reckon I was about 15, 16, something like that, roughly. And even then, we didn't have a smartphone. When I was growing up, we didn't have smartphones. No, you had simple phones, didn't you? You didn't have all this touchscreen technology. No, we didn't have any of this touchscreen technology when I was growing up, because smartphones back then weren't a thing. They weren't about that I knew of, that I never saw. But yeah, smartphones they were never a thing, and it was your basic phones where you had your 1, 2, 3, blah 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 as you go, and then you tap each. You got your ABC, and then you have to tap that one 3 times, that one 2 times. It was basic. It did the job. It was basic. You had your internet, but it wasn't like today's. And that was me when I was about 15, 16. And yet teenagers and even young kids these days, they have smartphones. You see them walking down the street. The teenagers are the worst ones for it. I saw a teenager walking down the street the other day. They were so busy looking at their phone and so engrossed in what was going on. They nearly walked into a lamppost. I've seen that a few times, and people see, when I walk with a phone, I have the phone like that. So it's not right up there, and I'm up like that. I have my phone, it's there. I can see it, but at the same time, I'm also able to see what's in front of me. I've always been like that, because I like to see where you're going. Because you got to look where you're walking, haven't you? You do. You have to look where you're walking, and then I always make sure I can see where I'm going. I'm not going to walk into anything like a lamppost or electric box or whatever, or a wheelie bin, or a car, or trip over a curb. And also, I'm not going to be so away in my own world that I end up walking into another person who's walking along the same path but coming in the opposite direction. Because I've had that before, where people have been so engrossed in your phone and they don't look up until the very last second. And they look up for the very last second because they just noticed someone coming towards them, and they go, oh, and look up, and then they kind of jump. You need me jump. So you're on my arm. They look up, and then they jump because they were surprised, and then they kind of shift to the side. I'm thinking, maybe if you weren't so distracted on their phone and actually paid attention to what was around them. It's different if you're sitting down, or you know, you're chilling with friends or what have you. You stood still, but when some people are walking around, I've seen people fall, not in person. This'll tickle you. This sounds, it's going to be laughable. It's laughable. But I've seen videos of people falling into, it's horrible to do it, it's horrible to laugh, but come on, they brought it on themselves. I've seen people falling down holes, not like holes in the floor, but in a pub, when they have they bring the metal those shutters up that you can take the barrels down into the bottom of a pub. I've seen in videos someone fall down one of them, not like you could really miss it. The metal shutters are up, they're not huge, but they're big enough to see. I've also seen someone fall into a water fountain. Now this wasn't a tiny water fountain, this was a big water fountain. I mean, if you could miss it, then where are you looking? It was a big one. But the point of it is, I'll let you. The point of it is, we're also stuck into our own little world and looking at our phones all the time. Paying attention to Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. I think the other ones are more popular than that. I think, I don't know, but yeah, carry on. And yet they're too busy with what's going on social media. They're not paying attention to what's going on around them. Like, their immediate environment is completely oblivious, and they're too busy indulging in what they're looking at. Editing a video, looking at TikToks. It's like, if you're gonna look at these videos, if you're gonna engross your mind so much in these things, then at least at the side, so you don't get in people's way. Because why should people know that you're like, because you're too busy looking at your phone? Well, yeah, why? I mean, you know, that's quite a valid point. Why should people move out of the way? Because someone's too engrossed in the phone to pay attention to someone there. It's like, come on, I shouldn't have to move out of your way because you're too engrossed in your phone. You should be aware of what's around you. You know, it gets frustrating and it gets annoying, but it's like you know, there's so many topics out there that people are frustrated by. If people engrossed in their phones and not paying attention is kind of a bugbear for me. It is. And Taylor, I think you wanted to just demonstrate that not all teenagers are the same, because you're not like that, are you, Taylor? Absolutely not. I don't have a phone. It's previously stated. No, I think it's better to be talking to someone face to face like this. But yeah, having a good old chat face to face. Yeah, because I think that speaking to someone on video call, it's different if it's a short distance. It's totally understandable. But if you're Snapchatting your friend who's only like 20, 30 minutes away, why not just go and see them? It's like, people are just so engrossed in technology. It's sad. Do you know what? They're becoming prisoners of their own phones. Exactly. So true. That should be on a plaque somewhere. Yeah, people are becoming prisoners of their own phones. Yeah, they're even, you know, people just constantly feel the need to be on Instagram, Facebook, this, that, and the other. There's more to life than being stuck on your phone. I mean, yeah, I've got my games on my phone, which I play on daily. Keeps me busy. I've got my games. It's a hobby. It keeps me busy. I enjoy playing it. The fun. And then you've got your banking, and then I do got my Facebook, I've got my YouTube, obviously for my channel and stuff like that, but I do watch quite a few videos from time to time to pass the time, just to keep busy. But if I am on my phone, I always make sure, like I say, it's down there, so you can see where you're going, who's in front of you. Exactly. So, you know, but yeah, I think it's quite sad that we're it's also, you know, it's not just the fact that, you know, it's when I was growing up, you was grateful to have any phone, but these days you've got kids going around with iPhones. I didn't even have an iPhone at the age of 15, and there are kids out there with iPhones at the age of, say, 8. I've seen it. And then you've got the adults that are so engrossed in their TikToks, their Facebooks, their Instagrams, and what have you, that they're not paying attention to the real world, and they just become so lost in themselves. It's quite sad, isn't it? It is quite sad. So yeah, it's just a shame to see people so just consumed by technology. It helps in some ways. In some ways, it doesn't help. It makes things worse. But yeah, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. But yeah, so that's what that's how we're thinking lately, isn't it, Taylor? I never called you Aussie. It's because he's a main man. He comes out all the time. It's because he doesn't shut up. He's always talking. But yeah, that's where we're at today. But yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please share with your friends, family. Any comments? Subscribe, please. Much appreciated. And we will catch you in our next video, whenever that will be. Let's keep the mystery open, don't we? You try to. You try to. But cheers, thank you guys, and see you later.